I've always been interested in knowing where my food comes from and the idea of being self-sufficient. But I've never been one for hunting, and honestly, I don't think I have the guts to kill and prepare an animal.
A little something?
No, I think you're good.
So in the spirit of providing for myself, I'm gonna start small. I'm gonna put my fingers in my mouth. You know, my money where my mouth is.
Say that differently.
I'm gonna capture the oysters. I'm going to rip them from their homes, cook them up, and then eat them with my mouth. Giggle all you want, but you're gonna be part of it.
Oh, what?
Oh, and I'm allergic to them. In the spirit of death, I will poison myself. Now, you can't just go to any beach and pick up an oyster. First, you need a permit. We purchased a day pass for $18 because we're not Washington residents. Then you'll want to find out where you're allowed to harvest your own oysters and make sure the area is safe. Green good. You know, from pollutions and whatnot. Oh, and don't forget to check the tides, because depending on the time of day, the oysters will either be visible on the beach or hidden underwater. And finally, you'll need some supplies, like cut-resistant gloves, a shucking knife, a measuring device, a bucket to collect your oysters, some ice to keep things cool, and a Ziploc bag for those shuck boogers. And with that, you should be good to go. So, let's get started. Nightmare. Got rain everywhere.
Yeah, I could see it.
So we've made it to the Nakota Tidelands, and this is like one of the only areas on this little peninsula you can actually harvest your own oysters, and the weather's really bad. So we're gonna get suited up and head out.
Warning, due to high winds, you're about to experience terrible audio. Viewer discretion advised.
Hey Mom, I'm gonna go get some oysters.
Look. Nakota Tidelands. Wear boots and gloves. Caution. Watch for sinkholes. Carefully carry and use a shucking knife. Harvest lightly. Pack it out. Use 1 container per person. Shuck and leave your oyster shells where found. I'm gonna try to cover up my microphone. You know how that sign said, like, put the shells back? This is just a giant pile. It's like a sand pile of shells. They have dump areas. So it says oysters are year-round here, and you can only take 18 a day. Some people eat the oysters like right off the shore, but you can't do that at this time of year because there is bacteria that can really mess up your gut. So we're gonna bring ours back and cook them. This is just all like already picked shells, all of these like really bright spots. Here's a small one. It's a little guy. Our oysters need to be at least 2.5 inches, so we're gonna try to find some bigger ones. I might have to do some digging. Here we go. As it turns out, harvesting oysters is super easy. Empty shells. I'm stuck. I mean, once you get used to the gale force winds,
It's gonna blow me over.
the subtle waterboarding of a light drizzle,
My lens is just getting covered in rain.
the boot-swallowing ocean mud pit,
Good God.
the constant threat of a rising tide,
The tide's coming back in right now.
All right, let's go.
Go, go, go.
and the occasional crab bite.
Damn. I shove my hand because I'm digging for them all, and I'm like, ow, what is that? And I pull it out, and it's on my finger.
It's actually quite pleasant.
Okay, I think I found a few.
Whoa.
And sure, the weather could have been nicer,
This is not exactly what we had in mind when we planned this.
What?
and the oysters could have been more abundant.
This place is picked over.
But maybe this was nature's way of toughening me up.
This is a workout, man.
You know, to make me capable of murder. On the bright side, I did make a friend. I like to imagine that he was a local seagull, cheering me on as I scoured the ocean floor, even though I'm pretty sure he was just hanging around for the perfect moment to steal my bounty.
So the reason there's specific oyster knives, shucking knives, is because you don't want to cut yourself. Sometimes these are really hard to get open. So what I'm going to do is use this as leverage to pry these guys open. There's like an opening at the tip here. Breaking and entering. Little B&E. Oh, I'm going to stab myself. Ooh, I mutilated it. Here's an oyster. I didn't do a good job. There it is. Can you see it? Yeah. There's one. Seal it up. Try to get into these other ones. Put it in our bucket of ice.
So as you may have gathered by now, our hunt for oysters was super enjoyable.
This son of a bitch is big.
But let me tell you, shucking them was even more enjoyable. Not only do you have to pry open their front door,
I am breaking into their homes, abducting them, but they don't have eyes. You know, they're not like screaming at me, get out, get out!
you actually have to slice through 2 of their muscles, which keep them attached to the top and bottom of their shells. The bottom adductor muscle happens to be located dangerously close to the oyster's heart, which means, as I was unskillfully slicing around down there,
I am making a terrible mess.
I was probably damaging and cutting up its vital organs. The good news is that because oysters don't have brains or central nervous systems, it's unlikely that they feel any pain. At least some scientists say so. Julie was able to muster up the courage to shuck her own oyster, although she looked like she was going to hurl the entire time, or her neck was going to collapse in on itself. And she'll probably never do it again.
Yeah, Bart. You did it!
I did it. I did it.
All right, we're back to the van with a bag full of oysters. I think I managed to catch about 15. And I just wanted to take this moment to thank all of you Patreon members for helping us. You got us our knives, our gloves, our official bucket, and the license we needed in order to catch our own oysters. And the ingredients needed to make our little oyster dinner, which is coming up next. So, thank you.
Come on in. It's raining.
Look at these acting chops. Did you see those?
Come on, that was good. That was good, wasn't it? On the menu for this evening is one item and one item only.
Oyster? Pa boy!
Order up.
Hey, you wanted a cooks?
So, because we're doing everything from scratch, there's a couple major components. Starting with preparing the oysters.
He's gonna get grossed out just rinsing them. Ready?
1,
Hey!
17, 18.
I think I got 17, and then one of them is like
kind
a...
of mangled.
Yeah.
Now, we parboil. I'm not gonna lie. This is grossing me out. And we boil.
No! That's what they're doing in there. They're screaming.
Okay, so while that is boiling, we can get the batter ready. Salt, paprika, little garlic, cayenne, black pepper. We're gonna divide it in half. Now we're gonna pre-season the oysters. Now we're gonna mix in the flour and cornmeal with the rest of the spices.
We need a bigger bowl. How much was this for?
2 pounds of shrimp. Oops.
Julie!
Flour. I think we'll have enough. This is starting to look really good. Now, in another bowl, we're gonna get our wash ready, which is gonna be the heavy cream and some hot sauce.
Oh my god.
I don't know if it's the same as buttermilk, but I really hope so. I hate spice.
Just pop the lid.
Okay, now you mix it up. Look at that. We're getting a nice coloring here. These guys are gonna get in the milk and then they're gonna roll around in the flour.
Bath.
This is a shower?
Battered.
Okay, we'll do them all at once and then
Boom.
we'll probably do them twice.
Boom.
Why not?
Boom.
This is becoming difficult to work with.
Show me your fingers.
What, these? These old things? So now these puppies gotta go in the fridge and just chill for about 20 minutes. And while that's happening, we can get a head start on the sauce. Remoulade? Remoulade?
Rheumatoid arthritis? Yogurt? No. Mayo. Spicy.
I have a cut. Paprika! Parsley! Oh!
Oh, she pulled a muscle, guys.
Oh.
I expected way more of a burn.
Lemon juice. Creole.
That's gonna be a little spice now.
Pickle juice. It's good. Mango hot sauce.
There it is. All right, look at that. That's gonna be a chunky sauce.
There's nothing wrong with a little texture.
Marmalade.
Hello, my little dumpling boys. So now it's time to get the oysters in the air fryer. So we gotta preheat it, and then
Make a mess.
All right. That's it. They're ready to go. It's preheated, so
Yeah.
now I'll put it in. It's 4 minutes on each side. All right. 4 to 5.
Moment of truth. Dun, 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 dun. They browned up quite a bit.
Oh yeah, they browned up more. That's better.
Yeah. Crispy?
Okay. Yeah, they're crispy. Yeah.
Manageable
I was
for you?
scared of them not being crispy. So yeah. Okay. Time to turn these into a sandwich.
So, did we end up making the best oyster po' boy sandwiches in the
Here we go.
world?
How's it? Honest?
It's very oceany.
Probably not.
There's a little sand in there.
Got a little something, something on you. Yeah.
Come on, give it a whirl.
But we did catch and cook our own meal.
Oh man.
It's sandy.
Sure, an oyster doesn't have any eyes or a mouth to communicate with, but it was alive and now it's not. Does that mean I can now go and kill for all my meals from here on out? No.
You know, in some places, people find you a delicacy.
But I can have more of an appreciation for what it takes to feed myself.
There's like 5.5 left. What? Put these in our eggs, future tacos, oyster parfait. I'm over here thinking we didn't get enough and we got more than we needed.
So, surprisingly, killing an oyster didn't make me sick like I thought it might. But as it turns out, eating the oysters did.
Yeah. Still allergic.
Hello, viewers. It is I, Ben. I was clearly able to kill the oysters, but they were not able to kill me. I punched through my gut pains in order to shamelessly plug our new Shopify store, which is now live. There, you will find stickers like this pack of Rocky, Rally, and the Out There logo. Ooh. Ah. You also find limited edition stickers of our adventures. They're going fast because we opened it up to our Patreon members before you. Speaking of Patreon, you can hold this upside down. You can go and join and receive this sticker for free, or you could buy it on the Shopify store if you'd like. But you don't get the bonus content that we release and, you know, cool stuff like that. If you're interested in any of these stickers and supporting the channel, we'll put a link to our Shopify within the description. And that's it. Thanks for watching. I'm super surprised if you made it to the end because that wind noise was pretty terrible. Stay still.
Don't worry guys, it's not a real knife. It's the shucking knife.
I couldn't kill a dog.
See, he thinks it's a fun little game. But he was so close to death. I was gonna gut you like a fish. Right there. I was gonna gut you.
Doesn't even care.